Hold on tight because this exploration is about to get thrilling and intense as we unravel the mysteries of alien worlds. J1407 be the Super Saturn. Let's kick things off with a planet that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. Meet J1407 be a seemingly random combination of letters and numbers that in reality names one of the most spectacular exoplanets astronomers have stumbled upon. Dubbed the Super Saturn, this giant has a ring system that makes Saturn rings look like tiny hoops. Imagine this 37 massive rings stretching across 30 million miles. That's approximately 120 times the distance between Earth and the Moon. If J1407 b were part of our solar system, its rings would be visible from Earth, glowing beautifully in our night sky. But that's not all. J1407b is a gas giant far larger than any of our solar system's planets. Its mass and density are staggering, and if you were to try landing on it, you wouldn't find solid ground beneath you. Instead, you'd plummet right through its gas layers deeper and deeper until the crushing pressure compresses you down to a size that's hard to even imagine. Scientists speculate that this pressure could compact a human down to the size of a peanut. Yes, really, in J1407b's ring system is special beyond its sheer size. Researchers believe that gaps in the rings indicate the presence of moons, similar to how Saturn's rings have gaps caused by its own moons. In short, J1407b is not just another giant, it's an entire moon system of its own, captivating astronomers with every new discovery. GJ581c, a world of fire and ice. But it's not just J1407b that blows our minds. Turns out the universe has even more extreme, bizarre planets waiting to be explored. Take GJ581c, for example, a world that might sound familiar. It's often discussed in relation to the possibility of alien life located about 20 light years away from us. That's 120 trillion miles. GJ581c exists in the habitable zone of its star system, a strip of space where scientists believe conditions might be just right to support life. However, there's a twist. GJ581c is tidally locked, meaning one side of the planet constantly facing its sun, while the other side is shrouded in perpetual darkness. This creates two very different extremes. The day side reaches temperatures hot enough to disintegrate a human in seconds, while the night side is so cold that it would freeze anything solid. But here's where things get fascinating. There exists a narrow twilight zone where temperatures might be just mild enough to potentially sustain life. This thin habitable strip represents one of the most alien and extreme environments in the cosmos, a delicate line where fire meets ice, and only a slim area between them offers any hope for life as we know it. This unique world challenges our conception of habitability. In GJ581c, you either boil or freeze, with only a sliver of hope in between for a hospitable climate, a phenomenon both terrifying and tantalizing. Koi-431 be the planet of fire. The next stop on our tour takes us to Koi-431 be a planet so extreme it's often described as hellish, located a staggering 490 light years from Earth. Koi-431b isn't just hot, it's blistering, with daytime temperatures that soar to around 5,000 to F2,700. To this planet practically redefines what we consider hot. This gas giant is twice the size of Jupiter, making it not only massive but also incredibly dense and fiery. In fact, Koi-431b's atmosphere sphere is hotter than molten lava. Lava on Earth melts at around 2,200 to F, but Koi-431b's temperature is far beyond that, comparable to the exhaust of a rocket engine. A planet like this is inhospitable to life in any conceivable form, but its existence fascinates astronomers as it pushes the boundaries of our understanding of planetary formation and behavior. Koi 431b is the ultimate hellish landscape, a place so hostile that nothing known to science could survive even a moment in its environment. Yet despite these scorching temperatures, this world exists, defining the limits of what we thought was possible. GJ 124b, the water world. Next up, we dive into the depths of GJ 1214b, an exoplanet discovered in 2009 that quickly captured the scientific community's interest. The super-R is 2.7 times the size of our planet and is unique for its composition. It's a water world with much of its mass believed to be made up of water surrounded by a thick, steamy atmosphere. The high temperatures on GJ 1214b, about 440 degrees Fahrenheit per 230 degrees Celsius, creates something otherworldly. Under the intense heat and pressure, the water on this planet isn't like any we've seen on Earth. Instead, it exists in exotic forms like superfluid water and hot ice materials that exist only under extreme conditions, with superfluid water acting as a kind of frictionless liquid and hot ice remaining solid even at boiling temperatures. Imagine stepping into a world with an atmosphere so thick with steam and strange materials never seen on Earth. This place wouldn't just be uncomfortable, it would be utterly alien. Visiting GJ 1214b would be like walking into a sauna after leaving the water running for hours, only 1,000 times more intense. This is a world where water defies every rule we know. Gliese 436b, ice on fire. Few planets are as paradoxical as Gliese 436b, located about 30 light years from Earth in the constellation Leo. This planet is a strange mix of hot and cold. Gliese 436b is covered in ice, but this ice is burning at a scorching 822 to F 430 degrees. It might seem impossible, but it's real thanks to the planet's extraordinary gravitational forces. Here's how it works. Gliese 436b, gravity compresses its water ice so tightly that it remains solid even at these blistering temperatures. In other words, the intense pressure on this planet prevents the ice from melting no matter how much heat it's subjected to. This is known as hot ice, and it's one of the rarest states of matter in the universe. GLE 436b is fast. 2. The planet orbits its star in just 2 days and hours, meaning it's racing through space at breakneck speed. A planet like Gliese 436b challenges our very understanding of physics and chemistry, offering a glimpse into a world where familiar substances like water behave in the most unfamiliar ways. Habitable 7b, the Sapphire storm. If you thought it couldn't get stranger, think again. Habitable 7b is a planet located about 1,000 light years away in the constellation Cygnus. What sets it apart is not just its size or temperature, it's the weather on the night side of Habitable 7b. Scientists believe there are violent storms that rain rubies and sapphires. This is because the atmosphere is rich in aluminum oxide, which under intense pressure crystallizes into corundum, the mineral that forms rubies and sapphires. These gem-filled clouds are then swept across the planet by fierce winds, dispersing precious stones across its surface. Imagine a planet where gemstones rain from the sky, sparkling under intense chaotic storms. This makes Habitable 7b one of the most surreal and fantastical planets ever discovered. If only we could pay it a visit and bring back a few souvenirs. WASP 12b, the dark world. Welcome to WASP 12b, one of the darkest planets known to science. This gas giant, twice the size of Jupiter, absorbs about 94% of all light that hits it, rendering it almost pitch black. This bizarre quality gives WASP 12b an eerie, almost supernatural Appearance like a black hole floating in space the atmosphere of WASP-12b reaches. Scorching temperatures of 4,600 to F, 2,500 degrees Celsius, due to its close proximity to its star. The planet is tidally locked, meaning one side is always facing its star basked in perpetual daylight while the other is forever in darkness. To add to its oddities, WASP-12b is slowly being torn apart by its star. The planet's atmosphere is being sucked away, creating a trailing tail that stretches out behind it much like a comet. This world is in many ways a dying planet, slowly losing its mass as it orbits closer and closer to its ultimate demise. PSRB 1620, 26b, the ancient planet. Finally we arrive at PSR B16 2026b, also known as Methuselah, located 12,400 light-years away. This planet holds the title of the oldest known planet in the universe, with an age of about 13 billion years, just a billion years after the Big Bang itself. This ancient world orbits a binary star system that includes a pulsar and a white dwarf, two stars that have long since burned out. Despite the harsh environment, this planet has somehow managed to survive for billions of years, bearing silent witness to the birth and evolution of the cosmos. PSR B16 2026b is a testament to the resilience of planets and serves as a reminder of how vast and ancient our universe truly is. And there you have it, a tour of some of the strangest, most extreme planets in the known universe. Each of these worlds defies our expectations, showing us that space is filled with mysteries that go beyond anything we can imagine. Keep looking up, because as these planets prove, the universe is strange and more beautiful than we could ever have dreamed. Kepler 16b, the twin suns world. Now imagine a planet that orbits not one but two stars. Kepler 16b, located about 200 light-years away, is just such a world. This exoplanet resides in the habitable zone of a binary star system, where it experiences what we might think of as Tatooine-like conditions from Star Wars. Kepler 16b's two suns create beautiful double sunsets, casting two shadows on the surface of the planet. However, despite its cinematic appeal, life here would be anything but easy. Kepler 16b is a gas giant much like Saturn, and likely has no solid surface to stand on, but the real intrigue lies in the fact that this planet exists in a stable orbit around two stars. It's a rare and fascinating example of a world that challenges our ideas about planetary systems and what might support life in such unusual conditions. WASP-18b, the death spiral, another extreme world. WASP-18b offers one of the most shocking examples of how brutal the forces of space can be, located just 330 light-years away. WASP-18b is a massive gas giant with a disturbing fate. It orbits its star in what is called a death spiral, meaning it is so close to its star that it is slowly being pulled in by the intense gravitational forces. Each orbit brings it closer and closer to its sun, and scientists predict that it will eventually be consumed, disintegrated by the heat and gravity. The planet's death is a natural part of its stellar evolution, but it's also a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the universe for any planet caught in a similar situation. Despite its impending doom, WASP-18b provides invaluable data for scientists, helping them study the behavior of planets in close orbits and the devastating forces at play in a dying planetary system. TRAPPIST-1, the Seven Wonders, perhaps one of the most exciting discoveries in recent exoplanet research, is the TRAPPIST-1 system, a group of 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting an ultracool dwarf star located about 39 light-years away. These planets are not only similar in size to Earth, but some of them lie in the stars, habitable zone where liquid water could exist on their surfaces. The TRAPPIST-1 system has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike as it presents the tantalizing possibility that life could be common across the universe. Some of these planets might have the right conditions for liquid water and perhaps even the right conditions for life to thrive. However, these planets have their own extreme characteristics, being tidally locked, like GJ 581c, with one side permanently facing the star and the other in constant darkness. The habitability of these planets remains uncertain, but they represent one of the most promising places in our search for life beyond Earth. 55 Cancri, the diamond planet, and then there's 55 Cancri, a planet so rich in carbon that scientists believe it might contain vast quantities of diamonds, located about 40 light-years away in the constellation Cancri. This diamond planet is twice the size of Earth and has an atmosphere that contains high levels of carbon, making it one of the most unusual planets discovered. What makes it truly extraordinary is that 55 Cancri surface is likely covered in diamonds and graphite, a result of the planet's high pressure and temperatures. The planet's extreme conditions are thought to create a diamond-rich environment where massive amounts of carbon crystallize into the gems, with temperatures reaching around 4,000 to F 2,200 to sea, and surface pressures about 70 times that of Earth's. The planet is far from hospitable, but if we could somehow visit, it would be like stepping into a giant treasure chest filled with sparkling diamonds. Kepler 22b, Earth's twin. While some planets seem utterly inhospitable, others spark hope for the possibility of life. Kepler 22b, discovered in 2009, is often described as the closest thing we found to Earth in terms of size and distance from its star. Located about 620 light-years away, this exoplanet orbits within the habitable zone of a star similar to our Sun. Kepler 2b is about 2.4 times the size of Earth, and scientists believe it could have a rocky surface, oceans, and even a thick atmosphere, though it's still unclear whether liquid water exists on its surface. The conditions here seem to align with what we'd expect from a planet that could support life. It might not be exactly like Earth, but Kepler 22b offers a tantalizing possibility for future missions to study it further. HD 189733b, the planet of rains of glass. Now let's travel to HD 189733b, a gas giant located about 63 light-years away in the constellation of Vulpecula. This planet is famous for its extreme weather, specifically the rains of glass that pour down at incredible speeds, with winds reaching speeds of over 5,400 miles per hour, 8,700 kmph. The atmosphere of HD 897733b is incredibly hostile. The rains of glass caused by the high winds slicing through the atmosphere and turning the silicate material into glass shards are a surreal and terrifying sight. While life here would be impossible for us, the planet's unique weather provides scientists with insights into extreme planetary conditions and how different atmospheres can behave under such hostile conditions. Each of these planets is an example of the diversity and extremities found in the universe, offering fascinating glimpses into the complexities of planetary science, whether they are hellishly hot, icy cold, or made of sparkling gems. These worlds remind us of just how vast and strange the cosmos truly is. Keep exploring, because in space, there's always something new and astonishing waiting to be discovered.